The 2020 season has been full of twists and turns, but which players have shocked us the most? I am Marcus Mosher of the Game Day, and here are the 5 players that have been the most surprising this season. At number 5 is Jacksonville Jaguars running back James Robinson, an undrafted free agent in 2020. The team cut Leonard Fournette before the season began, and we were searching for who would be that next running back in Jacksonville. There was a lot of names, but it was James Robinson who emerged as a starter, and he's been incredibly productive in the team's 12 games this season. He has nearly 1,300 total yards and 9 touchdowns. He's playing like a top 10 back in the NFL, despite being undrafted and despite playing on a bad team with constant quarterback changes, with a bad offensive line. All he does is produce. He's very likely going to earn a Pro Bowl nomination this year, and he appears to be the Jacksonville Jaguars running back of the future. Just an outstanding story, and he comes in at number 5 on our list. At number 4 is Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, this was a top 10 pick. We all liked Herbert coming out of Oregon, but it's surprising how well he's played early on in his career. 23 touchdowns to just 9 interceptions. The Chargers aren't quite winning with him under center yet, but he's doing everything he can. He looks like a franchise quarterback, and he looks like he might be the best quarterback in that 2020 class. So far, everything has been great for Herbert. It's up to the front office now to build around him, bring in talent, build up an offensive line. But it appears that Justin Herbert is absolutely a franchise quarterback in Los Angeles. At number 3 is an offensive guard in Wyatt Teller of the Cleveland Browns. You know, we don't talk about offensive linemen much on this show, but we need to, because Wyatt Teller has been absolutely fantastic with Cleveland this year. He's Pro Football Focus's top-ranked offensive lineman this year, and he's a big reason why that team has become so successful 9-3 through 13 weeks of the season. The Browns are running the ball down the throats of just about everybody. Wyatt Teller has faced some incredible defensive linemen this season and has absolutely neutralized them. Wyatt Teller is easily going to make the Pro Bowl this year. He should earn an All-Pro nod, and considering just how much he's improved since last year, he comes in at number 3 on our list. At number 2 is Xavier Howard of the Miami Dolphins. Howard is a cornerback that has some pretty good seasons over the last couple of years, has been up and down a little bit, but this is the best we've ever seen him. He leads the NFL in interceptions with 8. He also leads the NFL in pass deflections with 16. He's Pro Football Focus's number 1 rated cornerback through week 13, and he's been an absolute superstar. The Dolphins brought in Byron Jones to pair with Xavier Howard, and that move has been fantastic for all parties around. Xavier Howard, a dark horse to be the Defensive Player of the Year this year, has just been a great cornerback and should get paid this season by the Dolphins or by somebody else in free agency. And at number 1 is Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings. When the Vikings traded away Stephon Diggs this offseason to the Buffalo Bills, it seemed very unlikely that they were going to be able to match his production from the last few years. But Justin Jefferson has been everything and more the Vikings could have ever imagined. In his last 6 games, he has 848 yards and 6 touchdowns. He has over 1,000 yards on the season. He's been incredibly productive playing in the slot and on the outside. If you were to redraft all the receivers from the 2020 draft, he probably goes at the top, at least at the top 2 or 3. Justin Jefferson, an absolute steal for the Vikings in the back end of the first round, and the most surprising player in the NFL, considering that he's probably now one of the top 5 or 6 best receivers in the entire league. Which player has been the most surprising this season? Make sure you comment and leave your answer below. And as always, thank you for watching the Game Day.